Okay. All right, is this working? Can everybody hear me? Yes. Oh, thank you guys for coming out today. My name is Shel Sanchez. I'm the Director of Arts and Culture for the City of Albuquerque, which includes the beautiful and amazing BioPark and Botanic Gardens. It's so great to have so many people here. I see architects and staff and our family, BioPark Society. So many people that have brought us together today to push this project forward. So today we break ground on an exciting new garden that creates a very intentional space for connecting with culture and with environment. Not only will it be beautiful, but it will be a meaningful place to learn about sustainability, cultural diversity, and the connections that tie our community with those around the world. We want to thank the design team from Sam Sterling Architecture with Didier Design Studio and the crew from SDV Construction who will build this exciting garden. I think you're here, you can make some noise so we know where you are and who you are. Yeah, I know architects are not good at making noise, but the construction team, I expected a little bit more noise from you guys. I also want to thank the Albuquerque BioPark staff for their horticultural expertise and for embracing the Ghattas family vision of the meaningful role a garden can play in our community. I see that we have a lot of our horticultural staff here. You can make some noise. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's better. Back there in the back. In light of current events in the Mediterranean region, we are especially mindful of the significance that this garden holds and will hold in our community. Lebanon and Beyond is a celebration not only of the country's natural treasures, but also of the enduring spirit of Lebanese immigrants in New Mexico. And I know that we have several here, so we just want to acknowledge you for coming out and being part of this celebration with us today. We have some young and old here, so it's very special that you made time in your day to be here. Through this garden, the BioPark hopes to foster a deeper appreciation of Lebanon's contributions to our community and to highlight our shared commitment to conservation and cultural connection. We're honored to be joined by a lot of people today. We have Counselor Grout here with us today, so thank you for making a special trip. This has an important place in her heart, as her family is also from Lebanon. But we're honored today to have CAO, Chief Administrative Officer, we say that like it's a word in City Hall, but Chief Administrative Officer Dr. Samantha Sengel here, and she's going to provide opening remarks. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Wow, what a beautiful crowd you all are in a beautiful setting. It's a crisp New Mexico morning in Albuquerque, and I'm always pleased when I have the opportunity to come on behalf of Mayor Keller and welcome our community to something that is very exciting to happen right here at the Albuquerque BioPark. You know, botanic gardens oftentimes are overlooked by much of our community, and what today is a great reminder based upon we just learned that horticulturists can be noisy and loud, so it's wonderful that they show up. But horticulture and our botanic gardens are really about plant conservation, scientific research, sustainability, education, and of course, even more so in this case, cultural experience. I'm really pleased to be part of today because as Dr. Sanchez mentioned, many people are here because Lebanon or Lebanese culture is important to them. Both of my children are Lebanese, but on their father's side, and it's really special and wonderful when we can think about connecting cultures across many thousands of miles in terms of, and thinking about how bringing that culture here into Albuquerque, which I think is one of the most beautiful multicultural communities in the world, and reminding us that culture comes in many different backgrounds. These immersive experiences can showcase how our shared ways in landscape and education and sustainability are all woven together into our culture. And what a beautiful way to show that in this garden. You know, it's really special that Lebanon and Beyond will be the very first dedicated Lebanon garden in North America, right here in Albuquerque. What incredible news for us. And as Dr. Sanchez said, this will give us an opportunity to connect the culture and the communities, the Mediterranean natural landscapes between Albuquerque and Lebanon, and what a special day that is. But most importantly, I want to say thank you to those of you that have spent quite a bit of time, expertise, love. Your treasures are being added to this, and that goes to the Ghattas family. So thank you. This today would not be possible if we had not had the incredible support of the Ghattas family. So thank you, Robert, for being part of today. I know that it's a big deal that you all are here, and we are really thrilled that your generosity has made this possible for us. And also to the New Mexico BioPark Society. I know many of you have spent many hours and time and energy to ensure that the funding was put together with the generous support of the Ghattas family's support to ensure that we were able to make this happen. So thank you all very much. You are dedicated volunteers and a dedicated team. So thank you again. So we have some time, as you know, will come together over the next few months. I say few because I'm always optimistic that things will move very quickly. My targets are never realistic, and they're always very, very optimistic. But we look forward to seeing all of you and celebrating in fall of 2025 as we open Lebanon and Beyond. And we look forward to having an incredible celebration with the Ghattas family for your vision that you all brought to bear here in Albuquerque to ensure that we recognize and understand how we connect with the Mediterranean culture, and that specifically of Lebanon. Thank you all very much. And back to you, Dr. Shell.
All right, next I'd like to bring up Kent Cravens, President of the Board of Directors for the New Mexico BioPark Society. Thank you, Kent.
Good morning. Thank you. How are you? Hello, everyone. Good morning. As she said, I'm Kent Cravens, current board president of the New Mexico BioPark Society. And what an honor it's been, what a pleasure it's been to serve with such a fine group of people. And then, you know, to be involved in things like people that have given their life to a community like Albuquerque to want to give back in such a miraculous way. So thank you all so much for that. Little story about how Robert and Monika approached the BioPark Society about this idea. The Botanic Garden already had big plans for this new festival green stage and renovation of the Heritage Farm and Children's Fantasy Garden. But this plan was different. It's about so much more. Robert told us stories of his life in Lebanon and the landscapes and the plants that he treasured so much. He also described other Lebanese immigrants who had settled in Albuquerque with similarities they found between the culture and the environments in their new and former homes. In fact, I was commenting just a few minutes ago with Councilor Grout about, she says, well, gosh, I'm a Hindi. And I didn't know that until today, but the Hindis are neighbors with my family's ranches out near Encino, the Victor Pettis family ranch. And they're still ranching sheep out there. I go out and I shear and stuff. But it's just amazing how Albuquerque draws people together like this, and of backgrounds like the Ghattases, and we have to appreciate it. And then the weather. There's always the weather, right? New Mexico BioPark Society decided to match the Ghattas family investments because we believe in this garden's power to foster deeper connections and the true cultural understanding that it deserves. Robert's passion for horticulture is evident. Not just a backyard gardener, he's an advocate for plants and the ecosystems they support. His collaboration with our horticulture team will ensure the perfect blend of Lebanese, Mediterranean, and New Mexican plants. As long as there's some red and greens scattered in there somewhere. His primary partner is Maria Thomas, BioPark Curator of Plants, who is here to tell us more about what makes this garden unique. Maria, where are you? There you go. Thank you all.
Hello, good morning. I have to say I am so excited that we're here today with the Ghattas family. I'm a little emotional, so you'll have to forgive me if I get choked up while I talk. But I'd like to start by saying it's been an honor to work with Robert Monika and the Ghattas family on this project. From sharing grapevines, citrus trees, and geraniums from his personal garden, and seeds sent directly from Lebanon by his brother, to telling stories and sampling baklava at their kitchen table. And finally, in defining what they are most passionate about and collaborating together on the design of what will soon become Lebanon and Beyond. This experience has truly been a cultural and horticultural journey, and it has been an ongoing privilege and pleasure to be entrusted with telling their story. Sorry while I work through this. Lebanon and Beyond will be a garden like none other at the BioPark. This garden will be a celebratory and authentic representation of Lebanese culture and the influence Lebanese merchants have had on New Mexico history. It will be a beautiful and inviting place to learn about plants and landscapes in arid climates. It will exhibit the thoughtful and sustainable use of natural resources and will connect a diversity of visitors and communities with the natural environment in a meaningful way. Some of the highlights visitors will experience are the garrigue, or dry shrub landscape, which is very similar to the high desert mesas of New Mexico. In the garrigue, passive water harvesting will celebrate the gift of water and the life it brings to desert climates. The Secret Garden will be a refreshing oasis that demonstrates principles of both agroforestry and outdoor living, where plants recalled from Robert's youth in Lebanon, such as pistachio trees, Basquina figs, Persian plums, sumac, saffron, and za'atar, are as practical as they are beautiful and can be harvested directly from the landscape, then used in cooking demonstrations for our community. The architecture will include stacked stone walls, very much like what we see in historic structures throughout New Mexico. Also featured will be the iconic arched doorways that are illustrated in the painting displayed in Robert's home of the village where he grew up. These same arches can be seen throughout the Mediterranean region and will establish a sense of place for our guests to learn and immerse themselves in the experience of Lebanon and beyond. In working with the Ghattas family to tell their story, our hope is that the people who visit this garden will find deeper connections between their lives and other cultures while absorbing the beauty of this shared landscape together.
All right, so before I bring up our very special guest, I just want everyone to take a moment and a deep breath, because this is a really special day, but it is also a beautiful day. And so we're gathered here for the blessing of this beautiful project moving forward. And I feel like the weather is actually on our side. So now everybody just like breathe it in, look around, take a moment. It is absolutely perfect today. So thank you guys for all bringing us together for that. So I believe Robert is ready to share some words with us today. Is that correct? Yes, okay. Originally from Lebanon, Robert Ghattas has been a resident of New Mexico since 1954. He attended UNM, where he met his wife, Monika. Together, they raised a family in Albuquerque and were successful local business owners. Robert is a long-standing member of the Rotary Club. Monika is a published author. The Ghattas family has made significant contributions to our community over the years, and it continues behind us. Bringing his homeland and the land he's called home for 70 years inspired yet another gift that will be a legacy enjoyed by so many for years to come. Robert was the driving force for this project, but he has brought many people along with him, with his passion. And he is also the originator of many of the creative ideas for what we will build will come from him. Robert, please come up and share some words before we break ground on this.
But you said everything I was going to say.
Oh, no, I have a feeling you have more to say.
I have. Good morning, everybody.
Let me get this a little bit closer to you. Go.
And welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming for this groundbreaking. I have been waiting for this for a long time. First, I want to tell you about myself a little bit. I have grown in a village in the interior of Lebanon in the Bekaa Valley, where the climate is dry, lots of water, mountains and plants, and landscape, and where everything grows there. Vineyards and apples and fig trees and pomegranate and all of that. And I like to share all of these crops with you here through this garden. I came here to go to school at UNM in 1954, and I studied chemistry, and then I studied pharmacy, and I stayed here. The Lebanese that came to New Mexico ahead of me, they came here in the late 1880s, and they are still coming now. Originally, they were sheep herders and peddlers. And today, they are professionals and business owners, and they participate in our community. I was always interested in garden, and this project, I thought about it. It'll be a wonderful idea to have a Lebanese garden, a New Mexico Botanical Garden, and I also want to give something back to the community. I hope the garden will show the visitors the similarity and the differences between the plants in Lebanon and in New Mexico. Also, this garden will have an educational component, and that over time, and we will have some events in it that will show that. I want to give special thanks for Maria and the staff at the BioPark Society and the city of Albuquerque for making this project happen. Thank you very much.
All right, so for those of us that have been waiting for this project to move forward, this is the good part. This is where we take all the words and intentions and actually start making some messes behind us. You can see fences are up, so we're serious. I always know that it's really gonna happen when there are workers in boots and hard hats. So we've got that going on today here. So I wanna invite up the Ghattas family, of course, Councilor Kraut, CAO, BioPark Society leadership, Maria, to come and join us up here and turn some dirt. And if our horticulture staff would round out the edges, because we know you're the ones that are gonna make sure this place is beautiful after it's completed. So come on up and let's turn some dirt.
done here, there's some stuff they can dig over there too.
You're going to have them dig other things.
Julie. Myra, do you want to get in there?
You're front and center.
No, are you sure?
Go ahead.
You gotta wear the hats, right?
Yes, the hats. All right. Oh yeah, I mean we have to.
Gotta be safe. Safety first.
That's right. Safety first.
So we need 2 more people. We got 2 more hats.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Do we got an architect? Do we got somebody from the construction company? Come
Where's
on
Sean?
down.
He's hiding out.
We got an associate director. All right.
Is this right?
Yes. I mean, it's a little high, but there you go. Thank you. All right. There we go.
Everybody got a hat?
Yeah.
Hard hat?
Yeah, everybody needs a shovel. Okay, CEO is going to count us down from 5. So, because that makes a better picture, right? So everybody get ready.
We got 2 more shovels.
Oh my gosh.
Robert, put your shovel in there.
All right, we're good. Okay, here we go.
Okay, everybody ready?
You're supposed to look up too, by the way.
3, 2,
Look at the cameras.
1. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's
One more time?
Oh, sure, one more
Okay,
time.
one more time, everybody.
All right.
Photo op. You gotta have
Here we
it
go.
perfectly. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Woohoo! Yes, nice. All right. Could we also, thank you so very much, but I'd like horticulture staff that are here. How much of our horticulture staff? Come on up here. I think we want to, come on up here we need